Do recall the tragic incident that took place in July 2005 when 44 Ghanaian nationals were shot and killed in the Gambia.
Transporting them one by one to the firing ground. Me and Aliujeng, Malik and Sanamanjan were standing there. When we take this person, they fire at him, he fall in the ditch. We come back for another until the last man. So when I took this man up to the ditch, before we reached the ditch, he was having a note, 100 euro note. He gave it to me. He told me that it's not necessary for me to die with this. You are living, you may use it. You have been nice to me since we take off from Banjul. When we arrived, he asked me to give him Sanamanjan told me, finish him. He asked me for me to allow him to say his prayers. I said, go ahead. He kneeled down to say his prayers. Then Sanamanjan has already reduced the shot and fired him.
Subscribe to the channel. The channel's name is GHPage Radio Extra. Do recall the tragic incident that took place in July 2005 when 44 Ghanaian nationals were shot and killed in the Gambia. These 44 Ghanaian nationals were among a list of 56 West African nationals who were migrating from their respective country to Senegal, where they aimed to eventually continue their journey to Europe. Unfortunately for these innocent souls, they were considered to be rebels, and the then president of the Gambia, Yahya Jammeh, ordered his military men to shoot and kill every single person who was on board the boat that has left the shores of Ghana with their destination set to be Senegal, where they targeted to continue their journey to Europe. Unfortunately, they fell into the hands of these militiamen, and under the firm instructions of the then president of the Gambia, Yahya Jammeh, 44 of these Ghanaian nationals were murdered. The details are that out of the 56 persons who were on board the boat, 45 of them were Ghanaians, 9 of them were Nigerians. There was 1 Togolese, 1 Ivorian, and 1 Senegalese. When the boat got to Senegal, unfortunately, they ran out of fuel and they had to make a stop in Gambia. If you know the map of West Africa very well, they left the coast of Ghana, went through Ivory Coast, eventually to Liberia, then to Sierra Leone, then to Guinea, then to Guinea-Bissau. That was when they entered into the waters of Senegal. At some point within the trip, they ran out of fuel and they had to make an emergency landing or a stop in Gambia. If you study the map of Gambia very well, the Gambia is a small country within Senegal with a very small population. They ran out of fuel and had to make an emergency landing in the waters of Gambia. At the moment their boat landed on the coast of Gambia, that was when they met their unfortunate fate on that particular day. Because they were considered to be rebels who had arrived on the coast of Gambia to try and unseat Yahya Jammeh from the presidency of the Gambia. Yahya Jammeh himself had come to power through the barrel of the gun after succeeding in the coup in 1994. But the various accounts that had been delivered by various individuals and from some of the military personnel who took part in this heinous crime, they have confirmed that only one of the 56 persons on board that particular boat on that fateful day managed to escape. And his name is Martin Shre from Ghana. The main reason why we are talking about this incident that took place over 20 years ago is that a video has surfaced on the internet in which some of the military personnel who took part in this crime have given a vivid account of how they took these 56 innocent persons right from the shores of Gambia onto an unknown destination and eventually shot 55 of them, 44 of them Ghanaians, and only 1 of them escaped, and told the world how Yahya Jammeh instructed his military personnel to end the lives and ambitions of innocent African men who were traveling to seek greener pastures in Europe. Let us go and watch the video of how the narration took place.
Did you have occasion to go out on a mission in 2005? No, in 2005, a jungle operation. Did you participate in an operation in 2005?
2005.
Yes, July yes, 2005.
I did.
Can you tell us about it?
That was these Ghanaians who they said were mercenaries.
Tell us what happened.
While I was on guard in Kanilai, the late Tumbul Tamba was the commander. He came to my guard commander, that was Adam Asedi. He told him that we need some personnel to help us for escort from Banjul to Kanilai. He pointed me, and there was this driver, Buba Jallo. He was the one driving one of the cars. So we drove to Banjul. It was me, Solo Bojang, Sana Manjang, Aliu Jeng, I think Malik Jata.
And then what happened?
We went to Banjul. We picked these Ghanaians. I think we used 2 vehicles. Because I made an error in my statement that we went twice, but it was once that we used these 2 vehicles, and we put these people behind the vehicles. They were sitting, facing the outskirts, and somebody will also come and sit in between your laps. That is how they were sitting. I think they were almost 30.
What do you say to the suggestion that Malik Jata did not go to Banjul?
He went to Banjul.
That he and his group waited until the convoy arrived from near Kanilai and they all joined together to go to the bush. Is that possible?
No, that is not. We all went together. The time we were going, we have a briefing on the way that there is also a group that is in the same operation in Banjul. That Sanamanja was the one giving that briefings. He named the personnel.
Who were the personnel he named?
He named Sajo Jaju, Lieutenant Colonel Sajo Jaju. He named Bailo. He named Musa Baji. He named Bombarde, Akausu Kamara, alias Bombarde. I think these are the people I can remember.
And what were that group said to be doing?
They were also picking these Ghanaians. But he was not specific to what was to happen to these Ghanaians.
So your group, from where in Banjul did they pick the Ghanaians up?
It was in Banjul. It was, you see, coconut resident, when you pass coconut resident.
Yes.
There is a white, when you turn on your right, there is this tall white building. It's where we picked them from. They were being secured by the paramilitaries.
PIU?
PIU, yes.
So you picked them up, you put them in 2 vehicles, correct?
Yes, correct.
You said about 30 of them.
Correct.
And tell us what happened after that.
We headed to Kanilai. We went to Kanilai. But, upon arrival, I see all these people that Sana Manjang named, except one. That was Lieutenant Colonel Jaju. If he was there, I didn't set my eyes on him.
Can you remind us who was there, who was present?
The people I see with my eyes, I saw Bomba.
Who's Bomba?
Kausu Kamara. Alias Bomba.
Or Bombarde?
Bombarde, yes.
Okay. Who's 2?
I saw Bailo. I saw Musa Baji. Landing Tamba.
Landing Tamba, where is he today?
He fled.
Who else?
I think these are the people I can remember, I sure.
How about members of the patrol team? Who did you see?
Members of I was with the members of the patrol team. That was this Sanamanjang, Solo Bojang, Malik Jatta, and Aliu Jeng.
Okay. How many government soldiers were present there? Was it just this group?
It was only this group.
Only this group. Let's list them again. Had Kausu Kamara, alias Bomba.
Yes.
Bailo.
Yes.
Musa Baji. Landing Tamba. Sana Manjang. Solo Bojang. Malik Jatta, Aliu Jeng, and your humble self.
Omar A. Jallo. Yes.
Omar A. Jallo. Right?
And only the driver who was Buba Jallo, he was a driver.
About 11 of you.
Yes.
And then what happened when you arrived?
When we drove to Kanilai, we went behind the fence of the former President Yahya Jammeh. We headed to Casamas.
Were you told what you were going to do?
At the time, no, until we arrived at the ground.
Where was this ground you were referring to? Was it in Gambia or in Casamas?
In Casamas. It was in Casamas.
Do you know the name of the village?
I used to know the name of the village, but now I forget.
Well, this is an investigation. When you remember the name of the village, you send us a note.
Okay.
And we would include it in the record. So tell us what happened
when we arrived at this place. Solo stops. We all come down. Sanamanjang, Malik Jatta. We are standing a distance where the well was. You will bring the person up to the well. They will fire at him, and he will fall into the well.
Before all that shooting, were you told what you were supposed to do?
Okay, when we arrived at the ground,
yes,
Solo said these people are mercenaries. The order from the head of state, the former President Yahya Jammeh, is they are all to be executed. And we start escorting them.
Did anybody oppose the idea?
No, and there was no. But at the time, Solo was the senior man on the ground.
You all accepted the order?
Yes.
Tell us how the killings occurred.
We were transporting them one by one to the firing ground. Me and Aliu Jeng, Malik and Sana Manjang were standing there. When we take this person, they fire at him, he fall in the ditch. We come back for another. Until the last man, I took him up to the ditch. When we were going up to the, because since we picked them from here, I was investigating him, asking him whether they were what they were alleged for, that they were mercenaries. But he said they were not mercenaries. They were people going to Europe. They were trying to.
They were backway boys.
Yes, they are backway boys. So on that we were discussing until we reached at that point. So when I took this man up to the ditch, before we reached the ditch, he was having a note, 100 euro note. He gave it to me. He told me that it's not necessary for me to die with this. You are living, you may use it. You have been nice to me since we take off from Banjul. When we arrived, he asked me to give him Sanamanyan told me, finish him. He asked me for me to allow him to say his prayers. I said, go ahead. He kneeled down to say his prayers. Then Sanamanja has already released the shot and fired him.
As far as you know, how many people did Malik Jatta shoot at?
Well, I cannot actually tell how many, but I know that all of them were 30 in number, and we were just taking them randomly. When Jeng takes, I takes. When I take, Jeng takes. So, and there were two. When Jeng takes, Malik fire.
How many shooters were there?
2 shooters.
Who were those 2 shooters?
It was Malik Jatta and Sanamanjang.
What if, in your statement, you said that some of the 15 people were handed over to Sana Manjang and Malik Manga?
No, not Malik Manga, it's Malik Jatta.
So the Malik Manga in this statement, how would you explain that?
Malik Manga?
Yes.
It is Malik Jatta.
So
maybe that may be an error.
So you're saying it's Malik Jatta for certain?
For certain, yes.
In fact, at this stage, was Malik Manga deployed with the patrol team?
No.
So it's Malik Jatta without doubt, you're referring to?
Without doubt, yes.
What if I tell you that Malik Jatta denies shooting more than one person? What would you say to that?
That is incorrect. He didn't shoot one person.
Did he shoot two?
More than two.
5?
More than 5.
10?
Anyway, I don't know whether it's, but I know it is more than this, the number he said. I cannot exactly say how many people he shot.
What do you say to the suggestion that after the first shooting, Malik Jatta went into the vehicle and sat there and refused to shoot anybody else?
That's not true.
How would you describe a statement by Malik Jatta that he shot only one person?
That's not true.
Do you think that is cover-up?
It seems as it's cover-up.
Do you think he is trying to minimize his own involvement?
That's possible.
But you are certain, you are under oath?
I am under oath. I am certain of whatever I am saying.
That he shot?
He shot.
Several people?
Several people. Because he was standing at that point until the shooting was over.
And you were bringing them?
And I was bringing them.
And he was finishing them?
And he was shooting them, yes.
On this occasion, you said more than 30 were killed?
Obviously, yes.
One person escaped. Are you aware of that?
No, I didn't attend that operation. I heard him explaining about that operation. But the one I attend, nobody escapes.
In fact, we have information that there were about 56 people involved. 8 were executed at the near Ghana town, Brufut.
Yes.
And the rest were executed in Kanilai or in Casamas, that particular area.
In the narration of Malik, his involvement in the missions, this one is the one he jumped.
So
his specific mission I'm talking of, he jumped off. He jumped this mission.
So
the mission where he shoot one person was that the next mission that they finished the rest of the Ghanaians.
So in fact, you saw your group did 2 missions. The first is the 30.
Yes.
And the second is the 15, which is what Malik talked about.
No. The one Malik talked about, I was not within that. I was not with that group. This was the only operation that I attended with Malik. That was this 30. It was my mistake that in giving the statement that we went 2 times. It was 2 vehicles that we carry all these 30 people at once.
And the second vehicle?
You know, in the statement,
I will read out the statement to you.
Yes.
Paragraph 4 reads as follows.
Yes.
First, we took 15 people out of the lots to Kanilai and hand them over to Sana Manjang and Malik Jatta, who were the ones firing anytime we brought them near the well.
Yes.
We returned back for the second trip, which was also 15 people, to Kanilai and handed them over to Sana Manjang and Malik Manga. The remaining people we left behind were executed by Kausu Kamara Bombarde, Bailo, Musa Baji, and Major Saja Jaju alias Hitler, and their dead bodies were later found at Ghana town in Brufut.
Okay. What I want to rectify there is the issue of going with 2 vehicles. We went with 2 vehicles. You know, as in the statement you read that we went for the first time and bring 15. Second, we bring 15. That was a mistake from me. All these 30 people were brought together at once.
Okay. So you have also corrected the issue of Malik Manga.
Yes.
You said it was not Malik Manga, it was Malik Jatta.
Jatta, yes.
So what I want to know is, with regards to the killing of these foreign nationals,
yes,
how many operations were conducted in Kanilai?
I attended 1 operation. That is the one I explained. Malik did explain an operation which he didn't call me in. That was the 2nd operation.
And you were not present in that second operation?
I was only present in the 1st operation.
So in essence, you're suggesting that Malik did not talk about the operation that you mentioned?
Yes.
So in essence, you're saying he participated in 2 operations?
Yes.
In the first operation, in which he killed up to more than 5 people, yes, that's the one you talked about?
Yes.
And the operation he talked about is the one in which he claimed to have killed just 1 person?
Yes. That one I was not within that operation. I don't know for certain how it goes.
The operation in which you you participated, nobody escaped?
Nobody escaped.
In fact, the last person who was meant to be spared by you was finished by who? The last person?
Yes.
Who gave you the 100 euros? What happened to him?
He was finished by Sanamanjang.
And what happened to the 100 euros?
I ate it.
It didn't bother you, did it?
Of course it do.
Yet still you spent it?
Yes, I did.
That was a very, very vivid and graphic, and I don't know the words to use, very, very traumatic, because I'm actually traumatized watching the video of how this military officer narrated how their ambitions and lives had to end under such unfortunate circumstances. 20 years on, nothing serious has happened. Nobody has taken Yahya Jammeh on. He has not served any jail term. The nation of Gambia has not paid any reparations to the families of these innocent men of Africa who were killed because he was afraid that someone was going to overthrow his administration through the barrel of the gun like he came to power. And he had to end the lives of these innocent citizens. He has been living in Equatorial Guinea and nothing has been done to him. We don't know the actions that the government of Ghana have taken against Yahya Jammeh and the government of the Gambia for this unfortunate incident that took place 20 years ago. Let us know what you think in the comment section about the action that was taken by Yahya Jammeh, who instructed his soldiers to end the lives of these innocent African citizens. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Please also like the video, share it, and then most importantly, subscribe to the channel. The channel's name is GHPage Radio Extra.